The one act of Gianni Schicchi, Puccini's only comic opera, was first performed in 1918 at New York's Metropolitan Opera. Gianni Schicchi tells the tale of a crafty Florentine who helps a dishonest family fake a counterfeit will when the lately deceased head of their clan bequeaths his fortune to the local monastery rather than to his greedy distant relatives. Gianni's plot ultimately benefits the heirs, but in his scheming he tricks them out of the deceased mansion and favorite mule for himself. At first, Gianni is unwilling to assist the disagreeable bunch, but he finally relents at the behest of his daughter Loretta, who otherwise will be unable to marry the beloved nephew of the elderly cousin of the deceased. Of all Puccini's arias, O Mio Babbino Caro has become perhaps the most popular. Who could deny a daughter who sings so beautifully?
Well, I guess it's the part where the guest conductor comes up and, thanks to the association and the students for what a great weekend it's been, and there's nothing less than saying that. What a great weekend it's been, hearing all these fine performances, during the parade of bands, being able to work with these, energetic young people in the last 3 sessions and understanding how much time and commitment they've put into it in the whole month prior. I kind of wish that the theory schedule wasn't so crazy that I could have made it out a little bit earlier if I truly could grip how much fun it would be to work with this group. Let me tell you that if, generationally, there's a lot of faces out there, that, Maui holds, and I've shared this with the students, a very fine legacy of music making, especially band. And people take it for granted that, we live in this Oahu-centric world. But realistically, many of the core values that have become meaningful in the teaching of band actually began right here, on the Valley Isle. Starting back to the legacy of Sabu Watanabe and moving through, legacy of Edward Matsushita and all his fine colleagues. I remember, being the lucky, beneficiary of interacting with it as a student at Wamula Intermediate School Band. Working with Clyde Uehara, who was at the time in Makawao School, at Lahaina Intermediate, and just brings back great memories to be here. As I shared with the students, Bataluna Ohana actually has some roots here. And my mother was a 1939 graduate of Baldwin High School. My grandparents owned a Chinese restaurant up by Old Yale Theater called Hollywood Chop Suey. If anybody's grandparents or great-grandparents might remember that from back in the day. It's always a great thing to be able to not only come back to Maui to be closer to family, or be closer to my family legacy, but to make music on top of that, have a life enhanced by music, by far is just the most blessed thing in the world. So I do hope that you're all very, very proud of the programs that you have in place here in Maui, the very, very fine musicianship that's being taught to them, but moreover, the fine qualities of family and humanity that get shared with them day to day through the process of making music and learning to become a musician and part of an ensemble. So by all means, thank you very much to the Maui High School Band Association for this opportunity to come and conduct. Thank you for all the students for humoring me these past couple of days. But moreover, thank you to all of you for promoting them and allowing them the time, to take up this, very, very, valuable pursuit. So, round of applause from me to all of you in gratitude for this great time together.